you could give us a brief introduction to your profession, as well as how Boheem was founded and what its core values are.
Okay. So Boheem was founded in 2004. So we're 15 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're a small design agency, and I guess in 15 years there's been some evolution of what our focus has been, but at the same time, like, consistently just always wanting to stay consistent with the I guess our tagline is smart, uncomplicated, creative, and that's been consistent, like sort of no matter what kind of projects we've done, we've just wanted to keep things simple, like have a simple solution for probably a complicated brief. And I guess our point of difference really, I'm realizing more, this has been a kind of a recent realization, is that we do a bit of the bespoke sort of illustration and typography and things, and so it's a very hands-on, handcrafted approach, but at the same time we do a ton of corporate work as well. We do some annual reports and some and websites and whatnot, so I think our clients appreciate something a little bit left of field, something that's a little bit not typical, which, we're all in the business of creativity, so you would want, something that helps them stand out. But it has evolved. We've previously been sort of 6 team members. Now we're 4 consistently, and I'm happy with that size because I've had a business partner in the past, and now it's just me running it. And I also have a new company as well. It's called Oz Stock Photo, and it's an all-Australian stock photo library, and we've got 200 photographers shooting Australia-wide, and
amazing.
Constantly uploading new images for curation, and so we've got sort of coming up to 60,000 images in the library, so pretty busy. I've got 2 little kids as well, so it's busy. That's why I haven't looked at the question.
Oh no, totally fine.
So what does a typical day in the office look like for you?
So I try to get in early because I leave early for school pickup, and I try to get sort of stuff done so that I can, when my staff arrive, I can give them attention. So I sort of I look at my emails and consider what I need to do that day and whatnot. It's pretty, every day is different, but at the same time I'm a creature of habit, so I always have my coffee at 10. And then I sort of aim to tick a few things off my list by lunchtime, and but then of course there are new challenges with different projects every day. So today I am working on tweaking some illustrations that we've been partnering with an illustrator on for a pretty corporate job, but they have hand done illustrations, bespoke illustrations. And we've had this awesome illustrator who's done a bunch of illustrations for us, but I'm just kind of pulling it together so that I feel happy with the colours that have been applied, and just adding a few. So the deadline is today for that. And I've recently bought an iPad with a pencil, and so I'm really enjoying that. Actually, it's great. So that's good. Awesome. But then this afternoon I'm preparing a PLC prospectus for print. If I have time, I'm going to have a look at a coffee packaging job that I've given them the first concept, and they've asked for changes, and I'll be looking at that, but that's not due till next week, so we'll see if I get to it today. And then I've got a few deadlines for Stock Photo as well, because we've just started a partnership with Adobe. So we're going to be they've got their premium collection. I don't know if you've been to the Adobe stock site, but they've got just their regular stock photos, but then they've got the more expensive premium ones, and we're going to be the Australian contingent of that. So,
nice.
So we've got I have to get some forms signed and things to get that.
So do you run that from in the Boheem studio?
Yeah, I do, but like, you know, it's have to really be quite careful with how I divide up my time, because it's easy if Boheem doesn't have any deadlines, it's easy just to give my time to Stock Photo, but then Boheem is neglected and it needs time and attention even just to work on it as a business.
Right.
I don't think I've quite nailed that yet, but I guess mostly I do Boheem work when I'm here, and then at home I do Stock Photo mostly, but there's a bit of
it's a nice balance.
Yeah, kind of. If you call going to staying on your laptop until 11 o'clock at night every night. Balance.
So what would you say that the main challenges for you as a designer, as well as Boheem as a design company, what would you say the main challenges are?
Yeah, let me think. There are all sorts of challenges every day. I think, you know, at the moment we've got a great team, but having a good team is everything. And so there have been seasons when I have, when great people have left after 4 years or whatever, and then I've had to replace them, and that's never easy. Clients, there are some clients that are just really difficult to make happy, and some of them, you know, they don't provide articulate feedback, or they don't provide copy in time to meet their own deadline, and so it's management of clients, but very much people is the challenge. So staff, clients, and then suppliers. So today I'm sort of managing a relationship with a particular supplier who has been running late with something that, you know, it was due today. This is the email I was just sending, and so it's just a little bit of a whip crack. Like, we said, you said.
So with those difficult clients and like with those difficult people, do you have any strategies to like deal with like that, or it's just kind of you just touch and go with everyone differently?
I just think in business, like just like in life, you just always give people the benefit of the doubt, and you can there's never any benefit in not showing respect and value for people. So, you know, like even if you're telling someone that you're disappointed about a situation, like I usually try to sandwich it with, you know, I appreciate everything you've done. This has put us in a difficult position. How can we work together to figure out a good outcome? So it's definitely trying to. This probably isn't even graphic design related. It's probably just any kind of profession. You know, like it's just I have come across quite a few people who have shown a bit of disrespect towards us in our journey, and never really goes well. I have in the past told clients that we don't think that we're the best fit for them, because we just have felt that they haven't I just have seen the writing on the wall and known that there's not really a future for us. Even if they've got good budgets, like there's no one's happy. You know?
And have you? Sorry,
that's right.
And have you had any like problems or issues concerning like intellectual property infringement, and like as a design company, how do you like deal with issues like that, where it's like really hard because there's not a lot you can do in intellectual property?
Yes. You mean like copyright?
Yeah, kind of, and like patenting, and like when someone, you know, might base something off your designs, or like and then they kind of copy that in a way, and then you're kind of stuck like how.
So a couple of things. One is you know, it's sometimes when you're putting a design together, you're going to be influenced by something else that you've seen. And so I guess it's a matter of doing your work in a way that you feel comfortable with, that you're not like going to upset, like that there's no ethical lines being crossed. But that's a really blurry line. I have had designers work for me that have copied other people's work and I haven't been aware of it, so it's coming out of my studio. And then I've come across the work that they've copied after they've left and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is in our portfolio and it's like a total rip-off of something else. So that's been terribly disappointing. But I've removed it from our portfolio and I just don't think that that's a good way of working, and that's not my problem, it's theirs, really. In terms of our work being copied, like, yes, I've seen it, but not to a degree that it's really blatant. It's just people sort of seeing where we've gone with something. I don't know if we're like one of the most influential agencies in Sydney. So like, I don't think people are really like looking to Boheem for what's next necessarily. But not too much of that.
All good.
So next question. Have you ever faced ethical challenges in client selection? You've sort of already touched on it. So sort of like if you had a company that was like pro-Adani or something, how would you go about
client selection in that way?
Sometimes it's very easy, and I had a brothel call me last year, and she knew that it was the kind of job that they're the kind of client that not everyone would feel comfortable working with, so she asked the question up front before she wasted any time. And I just said no, not because that's my personal stance, but because I've got to consider the other clients that we work for.
That's a good thing.
So that's part of it, is that I'm a Christian and we work for a lot of Christian organisations, and even between them they've got different positions on different matters, but there's an awareness. There hasn't been any massively problematic. We did work for the racing industry for a while, and I know, especially today, it's like a controversial one. We're not working for them anymore, and to be honest, I guess I feel happier. But if they came back to me again, I probably would still work for them.
So it's a lot of personal preference in that way, and consideration of other clients and stuff.
I think so. I mean, I think when you sort of have your work up there in your portfolio and it shows what kind of projects you're most interested in, and then more jobs come that are in that sphere. So it's not something that I've put a lot of I mean, really, when you're running a business, and it's you've got to make ends meet, it has to be pretty ethically wrong for me to say no. If there's something that's that some people, it might be a little bit controversial, it's well, as long as it's okay with me. When I had a business partner, there were some conversations that we had that were like she might have been okay with it and I wasn't. But not very much.
And where do you see yourself within the next 5 years now?
I'm pretty happy with where we're at. I really don't I don't want to grow the business. I know that sounds weird and wrong, but I'm very comfortable working with a small, happy team. I would like to just continue with the nice clients and projects that we are already getting. I think I would probably tip my availability towards Ausdop Photo more, because I think it will need that. And then with that might come perhaps less days in Surrey Hills, but I don't know for sure.
So the final question is, what advice can you give to emergent graphic designers or illustrators that want to do that kind of stuff?
Okay, so I did a talk at TAFE a while back, and so I've got 10, but I can't remember them. So there are a few. just keep track of your inspiration. So like be mindful of what you've seen that you like, and you might see something that sparks something for you, and have a way of filing that, whether it's saving it on Instagram or if you've got a Pinterest account, whatever. Have a think about what you want for your career, and begin approach strategically. So be thinking about where you want to end up, and only take jobs that will take you to that point. So don't take a job just because you might get a little bit more money if it's not what you essentially want to do.
Passionate about.
Yeah, because short term, it's just a short term loss for a long term gain. That makes sense. Yeah. I think that was a mistake that I made. I started in a studio that just it wasn't really a good step for my career, and I had to I think I lost a bit of time. I had to withdraw from that this way. So learn from my mistake. You're even better off just doing, if you can afford it, if you still live at home, doing an internship for 6 months somewhere that's a good studio, than working as a junior with a salary that might be, just setting up ads or something that you might not necessarily be interested in doing long term. I would say that travel is a really important thing for graphic designers, and in particular London and New York, particularly New York. I think New York is a destination that every graphic designer needs to put on their list. It's important to know what important for Australians to know what people are doing over there, because it does come from there. And we even though it's a bit quicker now with social media, it's still when you get that immediate sense of it's not even hooking in with agencies over there, which I did. It's also just going to the bars and the cafes and the retail, everything, just seeing what people are doing, and seeing what small businesses are starting in Brooklyn and everything, it's just an awareness that I think is really valuable. Gives you a bigger picture.
And a source of inspiration as well.
Totally inspiration. Yeah, I think inspiration is pretty key. If you start with feeling inspired and positive about your career, then things kind of land. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
No worries.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
It will be. Thank you so much.
Good. Stay in touch. Find me on Instagram.
Oh yeah, no,
We've
loved all stalking. Can we say
really?
Socials?
That's good.
Awesome.
I'm ashamed to say that I have not been very active for the last 3 months or so, but
it's hard.
It's been busy. Yeah.
Especially when you're busy. It's hard to keep
I need to
those
just
up.
put a plan in place and just keep posting. But I do have a plan. It's just getting it online.
That's all right. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.